Hi Libra, welcome back. It is Rai. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, welcome to the family. I am here with your April 2025 monthly reading. Today is April 3rd, 2025. I hope all is well. So, before we pray, before we get started, we have the beloved Whitney with us in the chat, okay? With us throughout this reading, with you throughout the month of April. It's very interesting. We're going to talk about this shirt representation. But April, I personally, if you've been tapped in for a while, when it comes to love, I am more so, self-love focused. And if partnership comes into the conversation, we'll discuss it. But it's not like a highlight of a reading that I do. However, your song choice is highlighting relationships, okay? But we'll get into it. Let us pray. Let's burn some sage, and then we will converse. Hold on. Okay. But I hope you had a good day. I'm going to start with the Palo Santos. All right, put that right there. God, thank you for cleansing away whatever does not serve us all. Okay, let's pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide Libra placements on their April 2025 monthly reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. God, thank you for speaking through me. Gratitude, Ashe. Okay, all right. So we are in Venus retrograde until April 12th. Mercury goes direct April 7th. Venus goes direct April 12th, which is also the day of the Libra full moon, Libra. And we're in Aries season. Aries is your opposite, your shadow, so definitely tap into Aries when you get a chance. However, I don't know, this is collective, it's not personal, but I do feel like this Venus retrograde transit, which initiated March 1st, has been, when it comes to just relationships in general, platonic and romantic, there have been challenges that have come to the surface, okay? And as I say that, they're showing me like when you plant grass seed, like if there's parts of, hold on, a couple of things. So for some of you, I don't know, like new construction homes, like the soil is fresh and planting grass seed to grow the grass for the yard type of shit. But also, let's just say you have a yard, you have a home, but there are parts of the yard, there are parts of the yard attached to your home that are shit, the slugs may have taken it over. It's not fruitful. It could be barren, so throat chakra. So and interesting, we have on blue, throat chakra. But you plant that grass seed in order to sprout. So it's like, Venus, love, you're ruled by. Certain seeds of love have started to sprout. However, as this sprouting is occurring, this is kind of like, not quite getting what you were intentionalizing, which means you were not specific enough. Number two, it's also, I always, if you've been tapped in, if you haven't been tapped in, I always love to talk about the root of the issue, okay? Because the root, and then, to get to have the root, you have to have the seed of that. So again, the grass seed, green, we're in spring, okay? Shit is fucking growing, okay? The trees are coming back to fucking life, all right? The roses are starting to fucking bloom. It's beautiful, right? But it's kind of like, you know, it's either what's been coming to the surface, it has been positive, but it has been negative as well. And the way the song choice came out, because today is a 3-day, I was guided to do 3 songs for you. It's been 2, 3 max for some. And then I just got in the groove and just, yeah. And no, so the 4th song that I listened to, which is not pertain to the energy channeling for you, I see y'all in the comments, but give me a second. I like to listen to this song if I feel as though, you know, my root chakra is blocked in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And like listening to this song, it gets the hips moving, okay? When you have a blocked root chakra, move the hips. You have to move the energy through your body. A lot of shit is stored within the hips, okay? And the hips is connected to the spine, and the spine is what we need for primal mobility, you know? So with that being said, I feel the need to share the song with you. It's kind of like similar. The song is not reggae, but similar. The effect is similar to what reggae music would do. Like if you're in a reggae club, like you can't, to just stand still the entire time in a reggae club and not move a hip, something is fucking wrong with you, okay? You got some deep-rooted fucking issues that you need to talk to somebody about, okay? That's going to get to the seed and the root of the issue, okay? And not just pacify it. That's very interesting. But the 4th song is Clubbin' by Marcus Houston. It's old as shit, okay? But I love that song, okay? But the song's for you. First song, Nikki, so Sagittarius energy could be significant. But the Pink Friday album, Friday is Venus Day. And this shirt we have today, y'all know my other Whitney shirt is the Moment of Truth tour, okay? When I wear that shirt, it's been a while since I've worn that shirt. When I wear that shirt, some shit, blah. When I wear that shirt, some shit is about to, it's a moment of truth, okay? Privately or collectively. But this one is the My Love Is Your Love, okay? My love is your love, okay? Shout out, Whitney. Hey, girl. I hope her and Bobby and Christina are truly living their best lives wherever they are. Okay, astrally, spiritually, soulfully. So first song, Nikki, Pink Friday album. So the Fridays in general, so you can go back to the Fridays in fucking March, but Fridays definitely highlighted for you. Especially until the rest of Aries season, which is your opposite until we transition into Taurus season. But then I can't even say that for real because Taurus is ruled by Venus as well. So it'll be direct then, but still. Because we shift into Taurus season on the 19th. But 19 in the major arcana is the Sun card. And which is Leo energy, and Whitney is a Leo. Okay, so, and then blue energy, Taurus, I don't know, okay, but let's get to the fucking songs because I'm rapping right now. Hold on, let me honor the comments. Hi, y'all. Welcome. Hi. Okay, what's happening? Okay, so the first song, Pink Friday, was it Your Love? Yes, the fuck it was. It was Your Love, okay? Your Love, Nikki, first song, right? Second song, Maxwell Fortunate, okay? Very Venus type shit, okay? And then the last song was interesting. So we start off with Your Love, okay? You know, this is passion, inspiration, you know, that's, honey, ride or die multiple lifetimes. And this song talks a lot about like past life energy as well. And fortunate, this is gratitude. Like, this is like, you know, connecting with someone that you perceive as a rare jewel. That shit was about to be hard as fuck for me to say. But then the last song is where shit got interesting. So the last song, hold on, my nose is itching. Give me a second. I didn't screenshot, I gotta go to the playlist. Oh, was Joe treat her like a lady? And if you don't know the song, I'm going to read the lyrics to you, okay? Actually, I'm going to read bits and pieces from both so you can see how it's like the grass seed that's being sprouted. It's what you want. But that third song, you know how they say that third time's the charm. Today is April 3rd as well. It's treated like a lady is like, don't take something for granted because you'll lose it. To summarize it. But I'll read you some of the lyrics and then we'll get into the cards. Hold on. What was first? Your love. Your love will read the past life part. But summer solstice, you know, summer is about to be interesting, popping for a lot of people. And I mean that in a good way. Like Chris Brown popping song type shit. I like the remix better personally, but that's not important. Okay. Shorty, I'm gonna tell you this one time. You the illest. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Yo, I meditated. I did like a mini meditation before going live, and the reset was, whoo, fucking chef's kiss. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay, we'll start here. I mean, he was Adam. I think I was Eve, but my vision ends with the apple on the tree. S on my chest because I'm ready to save him, ready to get buck on anybody that plays him. I think I love him. I love him just like I raised him. When he called me mama, little mama, I call him baby. Hold on. Where is it? Did I do too much skipping? Hold on. Scrolling, I mean. I did. I skipped a little bit. Anyway, I think I met him sometime before in a different life or where I record. And then it goes into, I mean, he was Adam. I think I was Eve. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Then let's go to Fortunate real quick. I'm so glad you're in my world. Just, I don't know the lyrics. Give me a second. It's 9:09. Okay. Never seen a sun shine like this. Never seen the moon glow like this. Never seen the waterfalls like this. Never seen the lights off like this. Never dug anyone like this. Never had tasty lips to kiss. Never had someone to miss. Never wrote a song quite like this, okay? Fortunate to have you. I'm so glad you're in my world. Just as sure as the sky is blue, like my shirt, okay? I bless the day that I found you, okay? I bless the day that I found you, okay? Now let's move to Joe Treat Her Like a Lady, okay? This is a bit different. Okay. And interesting, this is Joe Treat Her Like a Lady, April 17, 2000. So the 17th, which is Aquarius 17, the opposite of Leo. But the song starts off, something ain't right, okay? Something just ain't right. Lord have mercy, babe, okay? Tell me when was the last time you brought her roses home from work? Tell me when was the last time you rubbed her feet when she said they hurt? Tell me when was the last time you bought a card to tell you shit. Let me start over. Tell me when was the last time you bought a card to tell her how you feel. Okay? Don't even know when was the last time you lit a candle for a late night meal. How long will it be before you treat her like your queen? How long will it take before she starts coming home too late? And how long will it be before she starts running in the streets? You better take the time to treat her like your lady, okay? You probably don't know when was the last time you stopped to open up her car door. And tell me when was the last time you heard her say, baby, do it once more. Tell me when was the last time you didn't have an argument. Don't even know when was the last time. Welcome. Okay, let me stop. Let's focus. I feel like this energy that I'm giving, you need to have more fun. You're taking life too fucking seriously. Let your hair down, okay? You know how Jay-Z said, if you're feeling like a pimp, go and dust your shoulders off. I feel like you just need to relax a little bit. Okay, let's get started. Libra, April 2025. And we're only doing 2 signs tonight because I really need to go to bed and reset, okay? And tomorrow on the 4th, we're finishing the last 4 songs. Also, no. Before we get to the cards, Whitney, okay? So, my love is your love. Hold on, I did a screenshot. So we won't take up too much time. I did my best to be proactive. You could be definitely trying to be proactive, planning ahead in April, you know, trying to start the astrological new year, right? Happy fucking new year, by the way. Okay, so My Love is Your Love is the 4th studio album, April 4, okay, by Whitney. It's a blue album too, okay? She blue on the cover, all right? And this was also released November 17th. So I don't know what the fuck is happening on the 17th, but the 17th, what day is that? It's 14 days from today. It's a Thursday. Interesting. So, okay. Yeah. Whitney is a part of your April. I'm gonna start somewhere else. Libra, April. Initiation and Count Saint Germain is in reverse. So, Libra. I don't know what's happening between now and the 17th, but I feel like there's something that you're not taking seriously that you should take seriously. This is 14, okay? It's 14 days. The 17th is 14 days from today, okay? Okay, and this is 14, but it's in reverse. So initiation, this is preparation to walk into something new and this doesn't, it could be a new job, it could be a new home, it could be a fucking new mindset, a new way of being, a new way of living, a fucking new way of living. It could be your diet. It could be anything. Like, it doesn't have to be limited to one aspect. It could be a multitude of things, but this is starting something new. And with this being an initiation, it's healthy. With this being upright, this is people looking up to him. Now, for some of you, you could be the teacher, but for a lot of you, you know, you could also be the student. But also, you know, every time we master something at that same time, just like when one door closes, another one opens. When we master a lesson, when we master a cycle, when we master an understanding in something, and then we, you know how they say, like, true repentance and true forgiveness comes from changed action. You know, you start to live different, you start to move different. Then the idea then becomes a lifestyle, okay? So with that, with it being in reverse, hold on, to finish that statement, when we master something, then a new fucking lesson starts for us to, we're student and teacher at the same damn time. It's always in rotation. It's like cause and effect all the time. But with it being in reverse, it's resistance. You're like, no, or you are literally, it's like you're fighting the universe with whatever is trying to push you forward on something. It's kind of like, you know, it's interesting because I don't know what this would be labeled as, but it's like, you know, loving the challenge, right? You love to face a challenge. You love to fucking defeat a challenge that is presented to you. But it's like you like to pick and choose your challenges. That's what it is. You're wanting to pick and choose your challenges. And yes, we have the power of choice, free will, but the challenge that you're choosing to resist, it's negatively impacting you, and Venus is highlighting this, okay? And Venus is highlighting this through your connections, through people, platonic and romantic, however it connects, okay? However the message will come through to you, whatever will currently penetrate you the most to really get you to see. And what I mean by penetrate, like, not get your mind out of fucking gutter, I'm not referring to sex, but you know how, like, you know how they say silence kills, but no, not even like that. It's like a paper cut. A paper cut is small as fuck, but that shit is painful. That should be painful. That shit is painful. Okay, so it's like that penetrating is like a paper cut, like to get your attention. Like this is not a game, Libra. Okay, this is not a game. Okay, let's move on. And with this being initiation in Count Saint Germain, 14 is Sagittarius energy. So the angels, your spirit team, your angels, your guides, whoever you connect to, you're not, it's they you, and it's like you don't, it's not like you don't see. Okay, I'm not even about to play your intelligence like that. You're aware, but you're just, it's kind of like that energy of ignorance is bliss. And I love to say awareness is bliss, because when you become aware, that's when the universe starts to hold us accountable. It just is what it is, It's kind of like, if you have children or if you don't. What the fuck? Hold on. I have a piece of peanut stuck in my tooth. My bad. But if you have children or if you don't have children, when you were a child, your parents, they tell you not to do something, or they advise you to do something, and you may see it as fucking pointless, but it's like it really is for your own good. And then you have an experience, aka a tower moment, and then it's like, damn, this is why, you start to connect the dots. And it's like we shouldn't have to go through that. They don't want to have to put you through a tower moment and extreme fucking, well, a paper cut is not extreme, but the pain is extreme. So they don't want you to have to continue to experience pain to get to pleasure, is the point I'm trying to make. Does that make sense? I hope that fucking makes sense. Let's get to the cards. I don't know what the fuck that means, respectfully, and I don't know if you're trolling, but let's move on. Okay. Libra. Damn, I've been talking for 22 minutes. I be talking. But all is well. What else? Hold on. Don't become chaotic, please. Okay. So we have Archangel Gabriel here. 3. Today's the 3rd. And the Archangel Gabriel, because I've been studying the angels, okay. Mail, the postal service, courier type of energy, but messages, communication as well. Gabriel, okay. You also have the King of Keys in reverse. Keys energy, with this Akashic deck, I see as Pentacle energy. So it'd be King of Pentacles. Pentacles is Earth. Earth is Taurus. It can represent Taurus season, or it can represent an Earth sign, masculine, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it is in reverse, and I like to read reverses. We can go back to the previous card, which would be what comes before the King in the tarot deck, is the Queen. So emotional fulfillment. Someone or you could be more pentacle focused at this time, when Spirit is really wanting you to be more emotionally focused at this time. Like the heart chakra is being highlighted. The emotions are being highlighted. What you don't express and speak about, it's like agitating you. It's I specifically hear aggravating you, but aggravating, same fucking thing, right? Yeah, but it could also, the opposite of Earth is water. Okay, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I don't know, take it how it resonates. But it's also interesting because Archangel Gabriel is in the middle. He's upright, right? But he's in the middle of the King of Keys in reverse, and initiation and Count Saint Germain. So it could be a masculine energy specifically that initiated this domino effect for you, or really could be triggering the fuck out of you at this time. It could be, a partner. It could be a friend. It could be a father figure. It could be a fucking someone in the workplace. But it is masculine energy dominantly that's triggering whatever this is, and it feels like anything else that's aiding to it is more so a part of the domino effect. That's the best way that I can put it. Also, when it comes to this King of Keys in reverse, it's interesting because let's go to the workplace just for a second, right? Because Keys is Pinnacle energy, right? The work environment, and initiation is in reverse. So you see how with how he's holding his arms out, it's like connecting. All right, hold on, let me stand up and show you. You see how his arms are holding out? I'm sorry. Yeah, he's holding his two arms out. It's like connecting the King of Keys in reverse. And it's also connecting this initiation. So masculine energy, initiation. This is being, what is it called? Overseen. Like, yeah, someone's overseeing it. That type of energy, right? So basically your spirit team is watching, okay? Watching the initiation and the response, okay? Yeah, let's keep pulling. Okay, that's all I got for that for now. But there's a connection. It really is all connected. And if you're someone that doesn't believe that, it's like you're going to become a believer to that. And that's not like in a threatful type of way. It's kind of, it's just like, you know, you'll be shown, right? And I love to say, you know, God loves to make a statement, right? If you don't believe, you know, God loves to make a statement. And that statement, sometimes it'll be in your own life, like personally, that experience, or it'll be through a testimony that you hear through someone else. Either way, it is made known, okay? Which is why, you know, what the fuck, Yeshua, which is Jesus, what Jesus did, shit, we know generations fucking later. And that's a whole nother, we're not gonna get to the fucking religion, okay? That's not the point I'm trying to make. And when I say God, I'm not referring to Jesus either, okay? I'm referring to where Jesus came from, okay? Who Jesus came from, all right? But you will be shown. So you also have the waterfall in reverse. And then you have the scribe here as well, the 12th. So your full moon, baby, which is on the 12th, the scribe on the 12th. You see like the carrier service, this communication, these scrolls, fucking writing. I'm getting like petition type of energy as well. But no, let's go back to the workplace because that's where I started and we kind of drifted off, right? So it feels like something is being, it's not halted. It could feel like, you know, you're at a standstill. You're unable to move forward. You're unable to progress. You could feel unfulfilled financially as well for some of you. But it's kind of like, you know, you've mastered something. You've reached a threshold and now you're ready to start something new. But there's that arms out. It's like a block. And it's interesting because we were talking about you focusing on the emotion, the waterfall, but it's in reverse. So, and with the scribe, this is, you know, yes, we should journal our feelings, but at the same time, we have a voice, we have a tongue, we have a fucking throat, a voice box to speak as well. And I am someone that advocates for journaling, but sometimes, honey, journaling don't be fucking hitting, okay? You need to speak that shit, okay? Like just writing it out on paper, yes, it's a form of release. I'm not gonna discredit it at all. It is a healthy form of release, but at the same time, whatever you need to do to really allow that cup to, it's kind of like, you know, when there's a like are levees like dams? But it's like something that like blocks water from moving, like a major force, like an ocean, right? But it's like there's like a guard there, and it's like that guard needs to be released, and that ocean needs to break through to the other side, meaning that you need to let it all out in order for you to be able to proceed forward and you truly get all, we're going back to the grass seed, for you to truly get all of the seed to sprout the way that you want. but if it's not being properly nourished, then you're not going to get what you want as well. And a part of nourishment is water, right? Now it could be an oversaturation, right, which is, just doing too fucking much. Okay, you have been hurt. Okay, you have been hurt, you have been felt. Like, chill. Now you need to allow the time for someone to actually input the action. If you're just consistently like nagging about the issue, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get more problems versus resolutions, right? You have to give time to implement. That is what we call grace. Okay. And not expecting, expecting anything to change overnight that has been a problem for a while is truly an illusion. Okay, that's why when it comes to breaking a habit, there's no fact that tells you you can break a bad habit overnight. Now people can go cold turkey with shit, right? It is a mental thing, but whatever this is more emotional than anything. Okay, so this isn't, it's not just, there needs to be a breaking point. And I feel like things are building up for you to get to that breaking point, because when you get to that breaking point, you will express that emotion, and then that will be a relief within itself. It's like, it's about to be nasty, okay? But this is just an example, okay? But I'm trying to make a point. 31:11 on the timer. I'm trying to make a point, okay? It's like when people throw up, right? When you are sick, when you are nauseated, that shit, and you are fucking, that shit is gurgitating out of you. It's fucking disgusting. It's nasty. But that's the way of the body purging itself and resetting, because after you get all that shit out, don't you be feeling better? Same thing with this when it comes to your emotions, okay? I know it's a nasty ass analogy, but it hit. Okay, so let's move on. Yeah, one deck, 30 minutes in. What the fuck? Are you trolling? I'm asking again, okay? I ain't gonna ask no more. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, well, do you have anything else to say to Libra from this deck before we move on? Yeah, loving elementals. Baby, you need to have more fun, okay? On this, you get a lot of 3 energy, okay? You could definitely be seeing 333 throughout this month as well. And 3 is Empress energy, like the third card in the major. Well, technically it's the 4th because the full is 0. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. We're not going into technicalities, but the 3 card in the major is Empress. So inner child is what this is about, okay? Venus is trying to get you to connect with your inner child. And with your inner child, what I mean by that, children are authentically honest, okay? They don't give a fuck, okay? It's the truth. You ask them, they tell you what it is. That is a part of reconnecting to your inner child too, not shaming your voice, okay? If you experience that, that's your one of your duties as an adult is to advocate for yourself. So this is every little thing's gonna be all right. Archangel Gabriel got you, okay? And with however you're connected, okay? Because no judgment here, honey. However you need to connect to be of light body, do what the fuck you gotta do. It could be Buddha, it could be Jesus, I don't fucking know, whatever. It could be Mary. What the fuck you do? They're gonna protect you. Okay, that's my point. All right. Are you good? We're good here. Yeah, summer. Look. Hold on. And then we're gonna switch. Okay. So yes, in the Gregorian calendar, we start summer in June, right? But we're discussing April. You have clearing the way. So you see how this big ass fucking tree log is in the middle, blocking the path for them to get through. This is like what Archangel Gabriel got going on, okay? And then you have summer, winter here, but it's 5 of forces, so it's giving May. So May is what is that? Taurus and Gemini? Yeah. So honestly, Libra, for those of you that are connecting with this energy, when we are in our sister element, it is a time of thriving, okay? Um, so for you, the next air sign is Gemini, which is in May. But you see the green pastures. Is that Psalms 23? Hold on. About the green pastures. Let me look it up real quick. I hear the part, he leadeth me beside the still waters, he restoreth my soul. But hold on. Yeah, it is Psalms 23. So it's verse 2. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. And then verse 3 is he restoreth my soul. Yeah. You could be seeing fives as well. And I know we're talking about April. It's 9:33 right now too. I know we're talking about April, but the 5/5 portals in May will be very impactful for you. So that would be Cinco de Mayo 5/5, May 23rd, because 23 breaks down to 5, and then the 14th breaks down to 5 too. So I don't know. All right, let's move on. Just pay attention. Libra, April. You have trust. This card, I don't know, recently this card, when I get it, the song that comes up immediately has been Trust by Keisha Cole and Monica. It came up for another sign too. I don't remember who. You have Release. Libra, April. What's happening? I hear the sun treat her like a lady again. So just be mindful of what you take for granted. Because, yes, there are certain energies truly are rare and irreplaceable. I saw someone that at work today on the phones. Like, I meant that word rare. So I don't know. You could have met someone that is very rare. And we never know who people are. I mean, physically we can see, but spiritually you never fucking know. Which is why you should always, treat people how you want to be treated, because you really never know who's who. But I don't know. I just feel like there's a need to just be mindful. Like, certain spirits are rare. And the older that I get, I truly understand the 144,000, just the metaphor, just in general, when it comes to rarity, okay? Interesting. You're not being honest, Libra. Which is why Venus is on that ass, okay? So you have truth in reverse. You do represent truth and honesty. So going back to that inner child expression, again, we started with trust. Someone with the letter T. The letter T could be significant. Damn, I'm scratching my head. Yeah. So trust is upright. Truth is in reverse. You have happiness in reverse. But then you're ending with new beginnings upright. But you also have taking risk in reverse, which is connecting to that initiation in Count Saint Germain, how you started in reverse. What's underneath? Security, not feeling like safe and protected. You could feel powerless in a situation. It's not a competition. And once you realize that, stand still in reverse. And then love, okay? Bliss, okay? Everything is growing and sprouting in a healthy, enduring way. That word endurance is very loud. Okay, so with this, April, You're starting with trust and you're ending with a new beginning. So no matter what you are experiencing right now, no matter what storm it may be, hi Pharaoh, um, you will get what you want, okay? However, don't think that I'm saying that meaning that you have no work to do, okay? There is work to be done with that initiation in reverse. And that work is saying yes, okay? Which is, I feel like you're being asked to say yes in a blind faith manner, okay? And that basically that means when you are experiencing rejection, when you are experiencing fucking whatever it is, betrayal, heartbreak, dishonesty, whatever it is that it's hurting you right now. You are hurting. Let me honor that. If no one has honored that for you, you are hurting. I can feel the emotion, okay? Bitch, you going through some shit, okay? My eyes are getting teary-eyed. You are, okay? Release the emotion. Okay, it's your fucking party. You can cry if you want to. You really can. But you need to stand up for yourself, okay? And I feel like whether you like trap music or not, hold on, this fucking contact. Whether you like trap music or not, you should listen to T.I. because he's a Libra. Stand up, okay? If you don't like what I'm saying, then buck, okay? But no, that's that authentic honesty, okay? You are hurting, but you're not being transparent about it. You are suffering in fucking silence, which is why truth and happiness is in reverse. But trust that every little thing is going to be all right. So going back to what I was saying, whatever rejection you're experiencing, whatever feels like of ill intent. First of all, I feel like the ill intent is an illusion, but it is a reality to trigger you to change something. And unfortunately, a lot of change comes, like we create change once we experience pain. And how I said at the beginning, spirit does not want to take you through that, but we're at the point where we have to go through that for you to I feel like this will be the last time I'm getting Trey Songz's last time, that song, um that you have to like go through that pain to get to this. But there's it's not an attack, beloved. It truly is an elevation, but you are receiving it as an attack, and that's the fucking problem. Trust that whatever is present for you, it really is a part of leading you to the new beginning that you true so desire. Hold on, I gotta go check this contact in a second. But no, hold on. As soon as I had that thought, that shit. Are we good? We're good. The music then fucking paused. But that's the right eye. The right is masculine energy. So whatever it is, if I don't know where this is rooted from. Again, it could be a partner, or it could be the father. It feels like judgment, heavy judgment coming from someone that you could look up to. And this could be a feminine energy and masculine energy as well, because it's a lot of feminine energies out here. Not everyone is out here tricking, okay? Some people out here really taking care of their motherfucking self, okay? And even if they have someone, they are holding themselves down. So not everyone is out here is the fucking same, okay? And I don't like that fucking energy. Don't generalize fucking people. There could be a general consensus, but not everyone is the same. Everyone has unique qualities, okay, about themselves, whether it chooses to be recognized or not, okay? And a lot of times when it comes to indifferences, that's another thing. I do feel like when it comes to Venus energy, and this is going to touch on your shadow a little bit. I don't need to pull on your shadow because I feel like we've been talking about this whole fucking time. But not everyone is going to stroke your fucking ego, Libra. Okay? And that is a good thing, because when everyone is stroking your ego, you never truly learn. There's no lesson. So it's like, what the fuck is the point? Hold on. My bad. So when I was trying to get my fucking eye together in the bathroom, Jodeci, Cry For You, masculine energy, right? Jodeci is a group of 5, right? I think. I could be wrong. I don't know. But anywho, with that energy, like if you do have a masculine energy in your life, baby, they fucking emotional too. And it's like, if you are in a partnership, because happiness is 2 dolphins, so I'll address it. And again, love is a theme here too, whether platonic or romantic. But if you do have, like, both of y'all are going through some shit, okay? And it's like everyone wants it's like, focus on what the fuck I'm going through. And it's like a fucking power struggle. And did you have power? I don't think I saw power for you, but there is a power struggle, okay? And this is like it's like not accepting the other's truth, and again feeling like that's an attack. And really it's I don't even trying to express it. I think I have a hair on my contacts. I think that's the fucking problem, but I don't have time to be doing all that right now, okay? Because I'm really in the middle of a fucking channel and I'm trying to get it out, okay? But it's a lot fucking going on, and this could literally be your reality. It's just a lot, and you're unable to finish one thing before something else comes up, before this, before that, and then at the same time you're trying to move forward and progress. Beloved, stop. Just stop. And that goes back to how we started, needing to like truly let your hair down and relax, like that. You are that's how we age. That's how we start to fucking look our age. That's how fucking we start to have health problems, okay? You know, fucking stress is the #1 killer, okay? They be talking about, you know, this leads to that, baby. The root is stress. That is unhealthy on the body. Okay, it is truly unhealthy. The body is not meant to sustain fucking stress, okay? It's not long term. It really is not. It's not, okay? And those of us that try to go so fucking hard for so fucking long, that's why our fucking bodies break the fuck down. Okay, I know from personal experience, okay? And spirit will shut this shit down, okay? That's why, you know, we can, when it comes to, honey, now we're going from religion to fucking politics. You're Libra, so it makes sense, okay? The law of the scales, the justice system, okay? But, you know, and I've said this before, and I will continue to say this. When things happen in the world, you know, God always has the final say so. And it may not be, it's not always of light. It really isn't. That is just the reality of the situation, and not to be non-empathetic. Like, I'm just being honest. It is a truth, and it's a truth that people, it's a reality, you know, just like with life comes death. That is just a reality. It is a truth. It is a known fucking factor, and there's no way to sugarcoat it. And when it comes to 2020, we were set the fuck down, okay? Shit was shut the fuck down. It was a completely different lifestyle, okay? We was outside, we was on go, and it had, you know, a lot of negative effects as well. But the reason why the Most High allowed that shit to happen is because we are not fucking road runners, nor are we fucking robots, okay? Sit the fuck down. And even if you're on the whole fucking, some of y'all are fucking, what's it called? What do they be calling me? What's it called? Damn, I cannot think of it. Shit. What is it? I know this. Conspiracy theorist, that word, that phrase, okay? Because I'm one. But anywho. Shit, trying to think of the fucking word. I lost where the fuck I was going. I mean, the phrase, the words, because that's 2 words. I don't fucking know, okay, where I was going. But the point is, sitting the fuck down, okay? And that, thank you. It came back, okay. So, finishing the message. If you're the type, you know, you think fucking AI is taking over, you know, we have always found a way to fucking adapt and thrive. That's the thing. We fall and we wither away when we do not adapt and thrive. And I feel like that is the main message here. Again, you're starting with trust, you're ending with new beginnings, okay? Trusting is adapting. New beginnings is fucking thriving. But in between this, you have truth and happiness in reverse. So in order for this to be upright, because this is what you want, okay? You want a life of honesty. You want a life of happiness. You want motherfuckers you can trust. We're starting with fucking trust, okay? And trust, honey, real fucking friends, real fucking people, family, people that you want to ride with you throughout the rest of this life, baby. They are going to be honest with you, okay? They cannot, that sugarcoating shit, that's not authentic, okay? And that's not real fucking love. And if someone put you under the spell of that belief system, let me fucking pop that fucking bubble for you. It is not, which is a part of the reason why this energetic theme is happening for you at this time. So receive the love of honesty, and know that it's not an attack. Like, I don't know, that I feel like, people feel like I'm fucking attacking them all the time. I come with the territory. And also I have observed people. Just in my 35 years of life, I have observed people, and the way that I observe, like, I see certain clues. So I know if you're going to connect with me on this journey, I fucking know I'm gonna trigger your ass, okay? Which is why I'll drop clues. And honey, if you in the chat or if you watch the playback, you can probably heard this before. I'm different, okay? I'm not for everybody. And I say that because there's a truth that I'm going to speak that I know that you may not be able to receive at that time. And I was just having this conversation earlier as well, or someone was having this conversation with me rather, but that's what the fuck it is. But I'm not going to change that, because that's me just not being my authentic self and true to me. And I would rather you fuck with me for who I truly am versus fuck with me for the illusion of who you think I am. Okay? And I hope you will want the same for yourself. Does that make sense? Let's move on. Shit. Split the deck to wonders. Miracles are a real fucking thing. Connect with amethyst. You want some new crystals, some amethyst. And if you have some amethyst, work with that. Cleanse it, work with it, connect it, wear it. Sleep with it in your pillow, however, wherever. All right, where are we? Damn, I have been fucking rapping. It's probably why we're doing 2 signs too. What happened? Did Pharaoh? I think Pharaoh took care of it. I'll be in the comments late as fuck, okay? Okay. Or you talk about MC Sprite. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know. Okay, let's move on. What happens to the music? Please don't stop the music. Is that Rihanna? So this could have started in Pisces season. Or no, eclipse season started in Pisces season. So yeah. Hold on. Okay. The girl with the butterfly tattoo. The girl with the dragon tattoo. As I was doing that, my butterfly tattoo, okay? Now this tattoo, hold on, let me show it to you. Now, before I show it to you, you don't even have to judge it, because I fucking judge it, okay? I judge before y'all judge, okay? I read myself before another motherfucker tries to read me, okay? Actually, God reads me. Because, yeah. But when I'm going to show you this tattoo, right? Now, this tattoo is a cover-up, okay? I got this cover-up by someone on a come-up, okay? And I am displeased. And if you look hard enough, you can see the name. So, again, Sagittarius, okay? Baby, I've been exposing... Who the fuck... Let me just do my job and not question it. Let me just do what I am called to do, okay? So as I show you this butterfly on my arm, it is a cover-up of a Sagittarius's name, okay? And the cover-up is displeasing, okay? Because I can still see the name, and I know that I could have got a better one, but I was, honey, this is what I want to say. This is why I'm talking about this, and this is coming up. Thank you. Never make long-term, life-changing decisions off of temporary emotions. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? All right, so I'm small, don't, I've been, yeah, okay. So this is the tattoo of the butterfly. Sorry. I'm not saying sorry to y'all. I'm saying sorry to myself because I almost burned myself. Hold on. Okay. So this is the butterfly tattoo, right? All right. Now, yes, we all know it could have been better. All right. And don't be fucking looking at my vein. All right. Anywho, it is the strongest fuck. Okay. But yes. All right. You could probably see the Y's right here of the name. Y'all don't need to know the fucking name. Okay. Mind your fucking business. If you know, still mind your fucking business. Thank you. Appreciate you. But anywho, I don't know. The cover up. But butterflies represent transformation. But Gemini season, the month of May, okay, it's the fucking point Spirit is trying to fucking make, okay? Okay, hold on. What the fuck am I doing? All right, trying to get this. Okay. I love my other tattoos, but this one, no. It was a tattoo party. I got it done at a tattoo party. Ocean Justice. Everybody got a butterfly tattoo? Hey! So you have higher perception, passion. Yes, passion. Your eye, well, everyone's eyes tell a story, but yours have a unique one. That's what I'm getting with that. Glamour energy, Venus energy, compassion in reverse. I feel like you're having a lack of compassion for yourself and for others at this time. And that's understandable because you really need it all for yourself, you know? And if you, I don't know, it's kind of, so I don't, this partnership, let's go back to the partnerships, right? You know how people be like, baby, what's wrong? And y'all be like, nothing. That's a fucking lie. You be like, I'm good. That's a fucking lie, okay? Be honest, okay? And yeah, you know how people be like, how are you? It really don't give a fuck how you doing. It's not, so whoever's asking gives a fuck, okay? So you not, it feels like if you were to just, what I'm about to say is not invalidating your feelings, okay? But if you just get out your fucking feelings and speak up, you know, there could be conflict resolution here. And with this glamour energy, this is like you more so coming back to yourself, you feeling like yourself again. You are not you right now, Libra, or at this moment whenever you're watching this. And with compassion, I hear Trinity 5-7, the month of May, but that's a gospel group. But their song, God's Grace, and it goes, it's by God's grace, all things through Christ. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It'll never prosper. Like that part of the song, like it'll never prosper. Hold on, but let me break this. What the fuck? Did I just say 100? I did. Anywho, let me break this down. What no weapon formed against me shall prosper means, okay? Because I feel like there's an illusion of that Bible verse, that statement of I'm not gonna be attacked. I can't be attacked. Like I won't go through bad shit, dark shit. No. You know how they say, or the statement or the verse, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can have miracles or you can move mountains. The energy is very, very real, okay? And that's also, to simplify it in a word, or 2 words, it would be perseverance and resilience, which has been coming up a lot for the signs throughout April. Now, with no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Prosper So let's go back to the paper cut. The paper cut is a penetration, right? The prospering is, let's just say, someone tells you, actually, I'm gonna use my own, honey. I've been putting me out there, so let me just continue to use my own damn life story, okay? When I was a child, when I was a child, I was I don't believe in calling children bad. Children are a product of their environment, right? And I had a very traumatic experience, okay? And I started to rebel, okay? And my traumatic experience was, we don't need to go into that, okay? Talking too much. Okay, let me get to the point of the story. But someone told me, I won't say who it was, but I was told, when you grow up, you're not going to be nothing more than a stripper, okay? I never been a stripper in my life. However, I have some experiences with some things. But I remember when I was in Texas, and I went to Texas to start over. I was in Virginia at the time, and my crib had gotten broken into. And so I got a check, use that check to go to Texas, okay, quit my job and things. And I ended up finding another job in Texas, which I ended up doing the same job I was doing in Virginia, in Texas, but I didn't want to continue the same thing. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do what I was comfortable. Like, if I'm gonna challenge myself, let me fully challenge myself. So, but at the same time, like, I needed some quick money, okay? And I don't have the type, like, if I go through some shit, honey, I gotta figure that shit out, okay? I really do have to figure it out. And that's why I work the way that I do now, if you know me and how I work. But anywho, I take care of myself. So I had mentally prepared myself to go audition at a strip club, okay? However, when I went to audition, the parking lot was empty. And I took that as a sign. I never went back. I never tried again to be a stripper, none of that. And then I ended up getting, a job, doing what I was doing in Virginia, just in Texas. But with that experience, the reason why I had to mentally prepare myself is because I kept thinking about that statement I was told as a child. And I was literally about to become that. And that shit, like, I can't explain the feeling, but it consumed me. Like, it really consumed me. And it was like, well, what the fuck else? How else? I'm out here. I'm not about to fucking be out here prostituting, none of that, okay? But, I was trying to be on some Players Club type shit. I really was. I just need to get through this real quick, and then we gonna fucking figure it out from there. And that parking lot being empty was truly, like, God be knowing, okay? And with that experience, the weapon formed was that statement that I was told as a child, okay? Child, 6, 7 years old. I was that young, okay? I still remember it to this day. Remember the moment, everything, very vividly to this day. And then it did not prosper because that fucking parking lot was empty. So that's just an example. And not to say that you won't have an experience where, if it's like, damn, you're having a rough season. This season is just a storm. It's a storm, and it feels like the world is crashing, and it's like you're honey having a consistent fucking earthquake that does not stop. And if an earthquake is strong enough, everything in your fucking house is just falling down, energetically fucking speaking. And that is, honey, the weapons forming. But bitch, you're not to call you a bitch. I feel like I'm talking to you like we just talking in private. But it's like, I'm actually going to touch on why I feel like that word came out of my mouth. But it's like, You know, you are able to if you are blessed to wake up and see another day, that means you have the ability to conquer whatever the fuck this is, okay? You have another option. You have another solution. That's why we are always advised, which is a fact, is there's always a fucking loophole, okay? And a lot of times that loophole is that mindset of fucking determination followed by action, okay? Faith without works is dead. So with no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Don't think that you're not about to be out here going through no shit, okay? Yes, you will experience loss. Yes, you will experience pain. Yes, you will experience injustice, even though you represent justice. However, that shit does not define you. And I feel like it's starting to affect you in a way that it's defining you, and that's the fucking problem. And then instead of you expressing this and that shit being cleared up, it's like you're carrying it. And that's just not okay. Okay. And some of you, honey, you need to put the wine down. Okay. You need to stop playing with the spirits. You know, when we drink alcohol, we're playing with the spirits. Okay. And a lot of times, you know, we drink to let loose. Okay. Like, let me give you, honey, damn, should I tell this story too? The sun. Okay, let me just put my business fucking out there. Damn, spirit. Okay, another time, needed some fucking money. I don't know what y'all got going on with fucking money, okay? But I was dating a Taurus at the fucking time, all right? And honey, I would think I was trying to help fucking shawty re-up. I don't know. I was on some ride or die. I'm a thug's wife out here. Type shit, okay? Anywho, they had a connect, okay, and this connect was willing to pay me to dance, okay. And yo, I drank a fucking whole bottle of fucking Ciroc, okay. I probably smoked like 3 blunts. I was sober as fuck. I knew I did not want to do that shit. I did not want to self-degrade. It was disgusting, okay. That nigga was fucking disgusting. And it's like this little no. But I did that shit, okay? Okay? All I did was dance, nothing more, okay? And it's like, I didn't do that shit. Did I do it more than once? If I did it more than once, I definitely didn't do it more than twice, okay? I really don't know. But that fucking particular, like, I could not get fucked up at all. And it's just, honey, it was just not right, okay? And honey, that desperation will have you do some wild ass shit. So wherever you feel you are desperate, just stop. Just stop and go outside and sit in the fucking sun in the middle of fucking nowhere and fucking scream and do what the fuck you gotta do and call on whoever the fuck you need to call for some fucking answers, okay? And then when you do all of that and you go back to the people that really love you and give a fuck about you, embrace them. Just period. Okay, let's move on. Damn, we've been here an hour and 7 minutes. We gotta close. We used fucking what? 2 decks? But that's the bulk of the message. Let's bring this to a close. Whew, shit. And then I gotta check my fucking eye. And then we're gonna do, who's next? Scorpio. And then I'm going to bed. Okay. No. Yeah, masculine energy, candle, you will be shown the way. Okay, someone is like, I don't want to fight, I want to fuck. No. Let's sit down and have this fucking conversation. People don't want to do the hard shit, okay? When the hard, honey, when it comes to how people handle problems, it really does explain a lot about character. Like, it's a telltale sign of where people are in life. Okay. You also have goldfish. It says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. I feel like this is heavy on spiritual growth, okay? Some of you, I don't know, you know how like every time somebody get a goldfish, that bitch, it don't last long. So you could have a lot of, it's like they start hot and they end extremely cold very quickly. You're exhausted with that shit. You have vulture here. You could be seeing vultures at this time. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Again, it's not an attack. You have great good fortune upright, October, Libra, Scorpio energy. Some of you, your birthday could be in October. It doesn't have to be. You also have November, October. And I don't know what's happening in October and November, but this is on a world scale. This is not on just a personal sign level. This has come out for another sign in synchronistic order that way. So globally, October and November, change. You have throne here, position of authority. That's going back to that initiation of Count Saint Germain. Like it's time. So with get out of this situation, a pail holds what? Water. And then you have horseshoe, good luck, reconciliation. We're going to talk about this. Clarify the cat. And then we're going to put a final card and I'm out of here. Someone is not against you. You have cat, a two-faced friend. No, love. And then family wishes come true in reverse. Someone is doing something that it's triggering you. Okay, it's triggering you and it's I don't know. People, shit is not a fucking attack, okay? It just lets me know, like, people really don't like to just be honest and real with people. Like, it's like, I'm not about to let you play this fucking game, okay? I'm not about to let you act like you don't know. Okay? I don't know. It's very fucking weird, but it's not that. It's not. Give me a final card for it. Libra, please. Why are they going so hard outside? Damn, Libra, I think they done talking to you. I split the deck to Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Can I get just one final card for Libra, please? Thank you. Family sorrow. Yeah, that's what we've been talking about. Family sorrow. It's going to be okay. Oh, you have 2 cards. Everything I just said. This is a perfect way to end. I fucking love it. I love Spirit. I love what we got going on here. You have Cup. You should accept valid criticism. It is not an attack. I don't know how, baby. I hope I said it enough where anytime you think it's attack, you just hear my voice. You hear me. It's not an attack. It's not an attack. It's not an attack. You should accept valid criticism. A sincere wish will be granted. Once you receive and stop rejecting, it's up and it's fucking stuck. I love you. Fucking love you. Wealth too. So yeah, baby, you're gonna be good, okay? You shall weather this storm. I think that's gonna be your title. Okay, I love you. I'll see y'all next week for the Libra full moon all sign. Okay? Okay. Mwah. Bye.